am ready to start working all the way across. I have counted my shoulder rows from the edge of the ribbing. I need 13 more rows. Every single one of these rows will be worked identically. There are two protocols, one toward the shoulder and one away from the shoulder. On the front, toward the shoulder, I am going to move the front saddle marker 2 stitches toward the shoulder. Alright, here is my front saddle marker. I'm going to move it 2 stitches toward the shoulder. There's 1. There's my second, and it is moved. Now I'm going to work to the shoulder marker. I'm going to slip the shoulder marker. I'm going to knit 1. Now we are working away from the shoulder. So everything we're doing away from the shoulder is going to be the same. If we slip a marker, it's going to have a matching increase. The shoulder marker has one that's 1 away from the marker. The back saddle, which is at 5 stitches from the marker, is going to have no stitches between it. We're going to reach across that marker. Here's the marker, we're reaching across it, and we're going to do the increase. And that's the way that shoulder is worked. I'm going to knit across. I'm going to knit both of these pieces of this last short row turn here and here. Here I am at the first short row turn setup. I'm going to knit the original stitch. I'm going to slip the marker off. I'm going to knit the short row turn. Now this next one is exactly the opposite. We will be knitting the turn loop first because it should be closest to us on the needle. This is the short row turn. Now notice it is on the needle leading leg in front. I'm going to knock that marker off. Here is the original stitch, leading leg in front. Those have been knit. That gives us that extra little boost to change the angle of the neck right at the end of the curving of the neck. I'm going to work up to the marker and I'll be right back. Here I am coming up on, I'm knitting toward the shoulder. When we work toward the shoulder, we are moving the back marker, or we're moving the saddle marker. It doesn't matter whether it's a front saddle marker or a back saddle marker. If you are moving toward the shoulder, you're going to move the marker. We're going to move this particular marker 1 stitch, and it's moved. Knit to the marker, knit to the shoulder marker, slip the marker, knit 1, increase. Now we are going to knit to the front marker. We're going toward the front. If we're going away from the shoulder, we're increasing at the saddle marker. We're not moving the marker, we're just increasing at the saddle marker. Toward the front, away from the shoulder, you're going to increase at the marker. Toward the shoulder, you're going to move the marker. And this applies both sides. There's our front saddle increase. We're going to increase at the neck edge, work the ribbing, and then I'll start back. We're coming up on the front saddle marker. This is the fading saddle. We are moving toward the shoulder, so the marker is going to be moved. We're moving this marker 2 stitches. 1, 2, slide the marker back on. We're ready for the next time. Knit to the shoulder marker. We're going to slip this marker, knit 1. Always at the shoulder, it's slip the marker, knit 1, increase. Now we should have 5 stitches to the back saddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip the back saddle marker, reach back and increase. And that's the way it's done every single time. If you are moving toward the shoulder, it doesn't matter if you're knitting the front or the back. If you're moving toward the shoulder, you're going to move the marker. The front is going to get moved 2, the back is going to get moved 1. I'm coming up on the second shoulder, or the first shoulder we knit. I'm coming up on the back saddle marker. This marker needs to be moved toward the shoulder. Remember, as we come toward the shoulder, we move the marker. As we go away from the shoulder, we increase at the marker. Slip the shoulder marker, knit 1, increase, knitting away from the shoulder. It doesn't matter whether it's wrong side of the fabric, right side of the fabric, front or back, saddle increase, moving away from the shoulder, you're going to increase at the marker. This is my front fading saddle marker. I'm going to reach back, slip the marker, reach back and increase. Alright, and the final thing to do at the front neck edge is the neck edge increase. I'm going to repeat this sequence over the number of rows I need to get my count for my shoulder, and I will come back and show you the result. I am at the end of my shoulder rows. I've got all the shoulder rows I need. If you look at the shoulder, if I smooth the shoulder out flat and you see the shoulder, do you see how this wants to curve? Putting the, can you see the line of fading saddle here? Putting the fading saddle out this far and letting it, and not stacking them in a line, allows the fabric to lay flat without, it has a tiny tendency, can you see the little things pop up? It has a tiny tendency to want to pucker there where the back saddle is. So backing these away really makes a difference in how flat it can lay. The next piece we're going to do is faux sleeves.